Lost last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get 61. Matchbox lights. Tight go. Check out. Go. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. It's Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
8-3. X3, 218, chop, go.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Orbit. Ricky. Now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
I'm 59.
56, the mark, boys, 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this is away, it's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something?
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It's going to be a long day. Check. 53's mine. Come on. 53's mine. In your sign of go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson completes it to Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do?
He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 88 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Tannehill under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Go! 64, weak. Defense wins championships, baby. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now it's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, wahoo! Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Let's go.
To throw is Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Hey! Hey, Delta! 51 to Mike, boy, 51. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Come on. Now.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Simmons on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Check your hot read. Motion!
Out of the gun, Watson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 43. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
51's the mic.
I got it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Ajayi. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Check three. Mike.
Watson on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Hey, Foxtrot.
41 Mike. Know your job.
Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They'll run on first down. Evans. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, here we go. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9. Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Switch. Check 52. Hey, lock it. Hey, exit. Mike.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney merciless. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now Cobb to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And 8 yards to go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
From the gun, Watson, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 2nd down, it's Evans. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Orbit. You got nothing today. Hit it.
Here's Tannehill. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's left, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Stills the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. 19. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Let's go. Let's go. 54. Number 53. Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike, 53.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kentrell Bryce picks him. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, 55 down.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Bravo.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watch it, watch the out. Watch
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 22.
Here we go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Okay, ready?
51, Mike, 51. 65, 55.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, Mike, 51, Mike, 51.
Go.
I'm coming. 51's the Mike, 51's the Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Big grip. Big grip.
Now Tannehill. And he's going to go down. down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Whitney merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Check 31, check 31.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Go, go.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Check.
Tannehill now to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 19. Watson now to throw. Screenplay. Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Hey, alert! Mike 56. 56. Hey, they scared. They scared. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. You go night-night. Some go night. Hey, 24. 56, the mic.
On 4th down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
Tannehill on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo!
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check 50. Check 50.
Check safety. Check safety. Check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
Ready?
Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Texans on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. 59. Type 59.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to go down again. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Rock it. Hey, Delta.
Under crunch. Deuce. Check.
5. On 1st down, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Kill.
Let's go.
Now Tannehill. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Joseph now to have the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
31. 53 the mic. Hayward.
Now Watson to throw again, rolling to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Let's go.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Watch 55.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check.
Throwing now, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's get up.
Hey, zoom.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Watch the pass. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Hey, Foxtrot. On snap.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
He gets move.
He's not going to get me. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got him.
Get it.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
52, Texans 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Texans take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it's Watson, flushed out right. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, get him, 54!
Here's Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
At the 47-yard line.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 59! Short.
53.
Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Hey, Charlie!
55's Mike, guys. 55.
Look, squeeze!
Let's see what you got. Check the backer.
Yo, go!
Mike, 55.
You're out!
55.
Big grip!
Tannehill going to throw it. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.